So today I went to the flea market, and fortunately I only had a couple dollars on me, but I was able to look around. Now there was a ton of stuff there. It's Halloween time at the flea market, so basically any table that remotely has any movies on, or any table that specializes in films, all have their own horror sections. Some tables I know actually keep the horror films away from the flea market until this time of year, because everybody tends to buy horror at the flea market right now, which is really a good thing. So the table that I really like going to, the one that showed you all the cool stuff from Children at Night and all that stuff, well, that came back this week, and they had a ton of stuff there. I was able to get two items that you just saw, but we'll just go through them right now. I'll tell you why I wanted to pick up these particular items right now. So we had a few there. There's one Don't Go in the Room, all that type of stuff. But I wanted to grab this one here from Rhino. I'm collecting a lot of the Rhino releases, the early stuff that they did in their snapper cases. And since I actually don't have this, because this was on like one of those drive-in collections that I don't have, and it's a movie called The Hearse. And I love this cover here. And this movie stars Trish Van Dier. It remember scaring me when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure this is the one. There's a scene in it where I think she's having a dream, and she's lying in bed, and all of a sudden, like, this kind of Undertaker-looking guy, and he like shoves this coffin through the door. It's like really quick, and it scared me when I was a kid. It gave me nightmares. So it's kind of cool to have this one. It's as I say, it's the late Rhino company did this release. So you're gonna get the shiny case thing, I think. Yeah, it's got the shiny Rhino case here. I'm ready to have. It's got Trish Van Dier on the inside. Joseph Cotton, one of my favorite actors, and it starred in my favorite Hitchcock film. Was in this one here. And if you don't know what that Hitchcock film is, look it up. It's a good one. Also, the horror comedies that came out on the USA Network, and this one's really hard to find for some reason. I don't even know if you can get this one anymore. So I was actually kind of really stoked to find this thing. It was the first thing I picked up, and I love Judd Nelson's acting, and he just does such great when he's so good when he plays serial killer. I recently picked up Relentless, a movie I really like where he plays a killer in it. And this one he plays a killer, but in a very different light. Basically, he's an author that writes horror, and you can't just write it. He has to actually experience it. So he's out there and he's killed a bunch of people, and this is not like something that's hidden in the film. It's pretty and it's pretty comical the way he does it. Kind of there's a really black sense of black humor to this. There's a few, if you're a soap opera fan from the old days of soap operas, there's a few actors that you'll notice that were in a lot of the older soap operas that either you or your parents probably saw. Now this one here, there was two of them. There was Cabin by the Lake, Cabin by the Lake 2. Not to be confused with the recent Cabin in the Woods movie, which is extremely different. And this is actually, for me, this is more fun. Sacrilege, I know, but I do like these. Judd Nelson stars in this one with Hetty Burris, Michael Weatherly, and Susan Gibney. In Return to the Cabin by the Lake, it's basically Judd Nelson and Brian Krause, you guys probably know from the series Charmed. Or if you're not a Charmed fan, you probably saw him in Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. And Dahlia Salem, who apparently acted on Another World. I think Susan Gibney was on soap as well. I can't remember which one. Anyway, so this one's one of those done on one disc things. What's really cool about it, though, is as its original insert. So there's actually little write-ups on each of the films there. Some pictures down below, which I think is actually pretty cool. These are full screen because they are USA Network ones that were done on TV. And the tongue is planted firmly and completely through the cheek in the Cabin by the Lake films. In the first one, basically, Stanley's just a screenwriter / serial killer that's killing a woman, like tortures them and kills them and puts them in a. You don't really see much of it, so you don't have to worry about that. It's pretty tame when it comes to that, and puts them in the lake, kind of like he has this obsession with water, and he has a garden of bodies. This has been done in a lot of movies now, but at this time it wasn't, I don't think. And in the sequel, basically, it kind of makes fun of Hollywood, where basically he goes onto the set of a movie they're making about him, and in a way, it's more Psycho 2 than Psycho 2 actually was. You'll understand what I mean if you've ever read the Robert Bloch actual novel Psycho 2, which has absolutely nothing to do with the film, and is actually about Norman Bates trying to get back to where they were making a movie of his story. And that one has a very different ending than this one here. This one, like, in Cabin of the Woods, kind of makes fun of like the publishing industry and like getting things out there, and the film industry to an extent. And Cabin of the Lake 2, it really takes that to another extreme. It goes even a little more into like the behind the scenes of the film that they're being made, and kind of the pretentiousness of Hollywood. So those are my two pickups today: Cabin by the Lake and Return to the Cabin by the Lake. Both films. I'm so excited to have this one. I've had copies of this one. I had a burned copy given to me by someone of this one here. Actually, both of them. And no, not both of them, just the first one. And that's all I have for ages. I've been looking for this movie. If I ever get anything and it's like not an actual legit copy of something, I always make sure that if there's a legit copy that's out there, I do buy it and replace it and trash the other one, because I'm all about physical media. The Hearse with Joseph Cotton and Trish Van. And Darren, what should I tell you? The movie is Shadow of a Doubt, so you don't have to look it up. Joseph Cotton film, Shadow of a Doubt with Teresa Wright and the late McDonald Carey from there. Another soap opera actor from Days of Our Lives. For me, it was Hitchcock's best film, and Joseph Cotton does a great job in this movie right here. So check him out. Cabin by the Lake, Return to Cabin by the Lake, The Hearse. Those are my pickups for today. Hope you guys are having a great Halloween month. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to watch yet tonight. I know that I've got some kinos that are on the way, and I would like to watch some Pete Walker next week. Maybe I'll make a mini Walker marathon. Thanks for watching. Say hello to my gorgeous better half over there, hidden behind the camera, my sleeping cat Smokey. And for me right now, I'm tired. I need caffeine. It is really time for tea, and I gotta put these movies back. So for now, I am out of here. Have a good night. Oh, good day for once I'm doing it today.